Today, I'm going to anger everybody by ranking every new Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Of course, click off this video if you don't want spoilers. Let's get into it. Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Botox Media. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on this video if you enjoy this ranking and want to see more Pokemon rankings in the future. I've gotten a lot of people asking, oh, you should do like another Pokemon ranking. So maybe we'll do more of these if this goes well. But today we're going to be ranking every brand new Pokemon that can be found in Scarlet and Violet. I think it's like, what, like 110 new Pokemon total or something like that. So we have a lot to go through. We're just going to go in order of this list. I believe this is actual Pokédex number order, which is weird because it gets a little weird down at the bottom here. But let's just go through this. So starting off, we have Sprigatito. Okay, we're already jumping right into the hot takes. Meowscarada. I'll shut up. Let's just rank the babies first. Sprigatito, I think, is the worst of the babies. It's still an A-tier starter in my opinion. I think Sprigatito's fine. It's just kind of boring. It's just a cat. Looks like Littlest Pet Shop. That's fine. Fuecoco is S. I really like Fuecoco. And Quaxly is also S. I think, and you'll see a lot of this in this video, I think this is one of the best new generations of Pokemon. In terms of designs, I think a lot of these new Pokemon designs are just really good. And I like all three starters quite a bit. But I do think Sprigatito baby is the weakest. Just Sprigatito. Then we get into the second evolutions. Floragato is a little bit better than Sprigatito, but I would still say it's A tier. Crocalor is worse than Fuecoco. I would probably put that also in A tier. And then Quaxwell is the worst of the three middles, I would say. But I don't know if I drop it all the way to B. I'll put it in B. It's not really offensive. It's just kind of like whatever. And then we have the final evolutions. I'm sorry for what's about to happen. No, I actually like all three of these quite a bit. I think Meowscarada is S tier. I think Meowscarada is the best one. I'm still going to put Quackaball in S tier also. But I do think Meowscarada is the best overall starter, final evolution. And then Skeledirge, I'm sorry, Fuecoco fans. I think Skeledirge it's good, but I don't know. It's kind of boring, especially compared to the other two. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I need my quadruped. So I don't know. It's fine. I'll put it in A tier, maybe high B, but I'll put it at low A for now. Now that we're out of the controversial era, we can go to, I think, a lot of stuff that isn't controversial. Lechonk is A tier. I think Lechonk is pretty good. But Oinkologne, however, is C tier. I think Oinkologne is a very boring evolution. I think Lechonk could have had so much potential. It could have been so much more than it was, and it just kind of turned into a weird feminine pig. The Dunsparce is... Maybe this isn't Pokédex order. There's no way that's right. The Dunsparce is, I think, kind of... People can be of two ways on this. Either you think it's lazy or you think it's lazy and that's funny. I'm one of those people that thinks it's lazy, but that's also really funny. You know, we waited all this time for a Dunsparce evolution, and then they did literally nothing with it. They just made it a little bit bigger and named it the Dunsparce. I like that a lot. Is it actually a great design? Well, I like Dunsparce's design. So I'll put it in B, high B. You know, I think that's fine. Tarantula. I actually really like a lot of the bugs this generation. Tarantula's pretty good. I would also put this in B tier though, and B tier on this scale is still really good. In fact, actually, maybe these should be moved down to D, because B tier is still like good. You know, A tier and S tier are great, and then SS tier is you know, top of the line. So I'll put that in B with Quaxwell and Dunsparce. Psydops, however, is not great. It's fine. I would say C tier for that. I don't like it as much as Tarantula at all. I think they kind of messed that one up a little bit. Then we have Nimble and Low Kicks. Nimble is... It's fine. I would also put that in B tier, but Low Kicks is really good. I like Low Kicks a lot. I'd put that in A tier. High A. I think when I was streaming the leaks, when it was all leaked, and we did like a little tier list on stream, I think I put this in S. Now that I've had time to like kind of adjust, I think it's A tier. It's pretty good. Then we have Rellor and Rapska, I believe is the name of its evolution. Really interesting Pokemon. Has a fantastic shiny where the little dung ball turns into gold. I love that. Rellor is fine though. I would also put this in B. I think all three of these are B, but I think Rapska... You know what? I'm going to put Rellor in A. And Rapska, I haven't used it, so maybe I need to see more of it in battle and like its animations and stuff. I think it has the that new OP move that like revives a fainted teammate or something in raids or in double battles. I don't know. It's good. I would put it in B tier. It's solid. Then we have Grievard. That's a pretty easy A also, I think. Houndstone, a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this. I don't like Houndstone as much as Grievard. I like the small, cute puppy. Grievard gets a little too weird and big, masculine jawed, so I would put that in B. It's still good, but not my thing. Friddle and Esparthra, I think, is the name of this stupid ostrich. Fliddle's fine. It's C tier. I have no real strong feeling towards Fliddle, but Espathra, the stupid Lady Gaga looking ostrich, I think that's D tier. That's one of the probably worst designs of this generation. Not a huge Girafarig fan, but Farigiraf is pretty good. I'll put that in B. I think that's fine. Wiglet is S tier. Once again, you're gonna notice through this list, I'm a memer. I like the meme Pokemon. So one man's Wiglet, while one man's Wiglet may be S tier, another man's it might be D tier. I like it a lot though. It's really funny. Wugtrio is also pretty good. Not as good though. It's not as good. It's not as funny. You have me at the start, and then it's fine. It's good. It's A. Dondozo, the new big catfish mob boss looking Pokemon. This is really good. Great new fish. I would put this in A tier. Definitely enjoy that. And I'm kind of not super organizing them like within the rows. Keep that in mind. So that might be this isn't top of A, I would say probably. Then we have Veluza, I think its name is. Another cool fish Pokemon, but I don't know. It's fine. It's B tier. Then we have Finizen. Finizen's kind of just a dolphin. But I like Dolphin. I like the Dolphin Pokemon. It's really cute. I'll put it in A tier. And then Palafin. This is weird. When this leaked, I did not like it at all. I was like, oh god, what did they do to my boy Finizen? I like it though. It's not incredible, but I would still say it's a solid high B, low A. It's cool. It's different. I like it. Also, I'm not ranking this one. I guess I'll throw it on there. Why not? Actually, no. I'm gonna save space. We don't need to be ranking the duplicates, because that's what Finizen's. This is what Palafin's actual evolution looks like, and then it has the hero form. But this is what we would be ranking for real. Smoliv, I think, is a really cute design. I put that in. We'll do higher B, I guess. Doliv is a little bit lower. I think that's C, and then Arbalova, whatever it's called, is also B. Yeah, it's B tier. It's one of the better grass ones, though. And like I said, B is still really good in this case. Even C, I like some of these, but D tier is where it's actually like Pokemon I actively don't really like. Capsicid is not great. That's C tier. Scovillain, however, is really cool. I like Scovillain a lot. That'd be A tier for me. Tadbulb is really cute. I like that a lot. That'd be B tier, I would say. It's kind of basic, but I do like it. And then Bellibolt, I think, is easy A. I haven't used Bellibolt, but I do enjoy that. Varoom and Revaroom, I think both of these are B tier. They're fine. I do like Revaroom Shiny a lot. It's steel, parts become gold, which is cool. Orthworm, I feel like is wasted potential. I would say this is another B tier Pokemon, but there's so much potential. Great name, just it feels like they squandered it. Tandemaus, I think, is boring, but it's not really bad. I like the evolution method's funny. I won't spoil that, but I'll put that there. And I'm not gonna put. Well, I guess I'll put one of these because it's technically a different Pokemon. It's Tandemaus and Mouse House or something. Whatever that is. They're the same Pokemon, basically. It's fine. Cetoddle's pretty good. I like that a lot. A tier. I like Cetoddle. Titan, not as good. B tier. Cetoddle's really cute, though. Frigivax, this is one of the most disappointing things. We were all excited for the Pseudo-Legendary to leak during that stream, and then it kind of just leaked, and we were like, oh. That's not great, is it? Frigivax is not very good. I would say that's C tier. Same thing with Arctifact's probably low B, and then Baxcalibur also B tier. I think it's a pretty weak pseudo overall. I haven't used it, and I'm ranking these all based on just design mostly, but I'm not a huge fan of Baxcalibur. I'm sure that might anger some people. Tatsugiri, however, is a pretty easy S in my opinion. Sushi Pokemon. I love that. It's so cute. Maybe I like Pokemon that are cute. Maybe that's kind of my theming here. I won't put all of them on here, but the different colors are cool too. And I like Tatsugiri a lot. Next up is Cyclizar. It's kind of boring. C tier. A lot of going through a lot of C tiers right here, huh? Palmy's boring. Palmot is also kind of boring, but I'm just putting this in D tier because it angers me that this Pokemon has 3 stages. Why does it have 3 stages? It did not need 3 stages. There's literally no reason for it to have 3 stages. This Palmo and Palmot basically don't look different. So I don't know why they did that. I genuinely don't get it. Wattrel and Kilowattrel, I think, are okay birds. Electric Flying is like, that's cool typing. But, I don't know. I would also put these in C. So C is definitely filling out here. Bombardiers, also C. I think Bombirdier is kind of boring as well. Squawkabilly, on the other hand, is D tier. I think Squawkabilly is probably the worst name they've ever given a Pokemon. It's also just a boring, like, parrot. I don't like it really at all. Flamigo's also kind of boring, but I'm cool with the Flamingo Pokemon. Flamigo's a fun name. I like it. It's C tier. Wow, C tier really fell out, huh? That's crazy. Cloth is, I would also say C tier. Wow, okay, C tier filling out here. Cloth is fine. I don't love it. We went through a lot of A and S tier at the start. B tier. Then we get the Knackle Stack, and Gargonackle. This is one of those things that would definitely be, like, either which way. Like, how do you feel about the fact that there's a Minecraft Pokemon in Pokemon now? I think Knackly is B tier. I think Knackle Stack is also B tier. And I think Gargonackle's A tier. I actually really like Gargonackle. It's stupid, but I like stupid Pokemon. I like Ultra Beast. This looks like it could be an Ultra Beast, honestly. But I like it. I mess with it. Glimmet and Glamora. I think Glimmet's B tier, and then Glamora is a little bit worse in C tier. It's kind of boring. I don't know. It's just a weird rock flower thing. Poison. Shroodle's cute, B tier. Not as cute as Snom, but definitely they were going for the same kind of energy. And then Grafaiai, I would also put in B tier. Grafaiai is really interesting, toxic monkey Pokemon, but I don't know. It's fine. Fido and Dachshund, I feel like Fido is like textbook how to design a good Pokemon. I'll put it in A tier. Yeah, I would say it and Greavard are kind of in like the same, you know, echelon of dog Pokemon. Same with Dachshund. I think Dachshund also deserves A tier. Both of these are really good. I wish Dachshund's eyes are like a little weird. I don't know if that's just me. I wish they had changed those a little bit, but I like Fido and Dachshund. Then we have Mastiff and Mabostiff. Mastiff, I think, is really boring. That's C tier. Mabostiff's better. It's B tier. Bramble and Bramblin, Bramblin and Bramblegast. It's not named. It's Bramblin and Bramblegast. Bramblin, I actually like a lot. I don't think it's objectively like a good design, but personally, I'm gonna throw it up an A, or maybe high B. I'll do high B. And then Brambleghast is right there with it. They're the same Pokemon. It's just got a little bit bigger and with like more vines and thorns and stuff. But I like it a lot. I know some people don't like that design for a Pokemon where it's just like a thing, but I don't know. I like it. Gimmighoul's cool. Gimmighoul's A. Gimmighoul's really good. I won't do the roaming for him. Golden Go, however, is D. I think Golden Go is probably one of the worst evolutions we've seen for a Pokemon. Like a Pokemon that was promising ever. It's so disappointing. Why did it turn into the freaking Applejacks, dude? I don't like it. Not a fan of that. But now we get into the Paradox Pokemon, and this is where it gets really crazy. We have Great Tusk. Great Tusk is S tier. I don't like Donphan at all, but Great Tusk, Donphan is freaking awesome. Really cool design. I love that a lot. I think we're about to get a lot of SSS tiers here also. We're getting into that part of the ranking. Let me hold on. Let me zoom this out a little bit here. Whoop. You're seeing the editing real time live. Whoop. That way you can see more of the screen. Okay. Let's see here. Amoonguss. I think this is a really boring one. I think Scarlet, I'm sorry. I think Scarlet has way more boring paradoxes than Violet. Or at least that's my gut. Maybe I'll end up ranking them a little bit higher. But Amoonguss is, I don't know. Is it really C tier? I'd say it's C tier. Yeah, I think it's one of the worst ones. Screamtail's B tier. It's just Jigglypuff with Majin Buu hair. I don't know. It's fine. Whatever. Sandy Shocks is actually really good. The Magneton, I actually like that a lot. It's stupid. It almost feels like it should have been in Galar because it has like the punk rock thing going on. I like it though. It's funny seeing it walk around. Mischievous is another one that I think is pretty boring. I'm gonna put that with C tier. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna disagree with that. I'm not a huge Mischievous fan to begin with, and they just made its like weird flowing flaps longer. Not really my thing, but whatever. Volcarona, pass Volcarona, S tier. I think that's really good. And while we're at it, we'll just start doing some future ones. I think the future one is also S tier. I think they're both like neck and neck. Initially, I liked future Volcarona more. And obviously I'm a huge Volcarona fan, so kind of biased here. Although this entire list is biased because it's my opinion. I like both of them a lot though. They're like neck and neck. I'm not sure which one I actually like more. I'm leaning towards pass though. Roaring Moon Salamence, that's SSS, I think. In fact, actually, I might do that. Let's just do that so we have some more in SSS. But then this is like top of S. Like slightly different. Because yeah, now that I think about it, I really do like the past one. It's different too. Whereas Iron Moth is kind of just, it's that, but futuristic. And then Roaring Moon, of course, Salamence. I'm not a huge Salamence fan, but I can't deny that design is freaking sick. Iron Treads is also pretty not great. I would put that in... I'll put it in B tier alongside Screamtail. The more I look at it, I don't hate it. I don't really dislike it either. It's interesting. At least it's one of the paradoxes they changed a little bit more than the others, I feel like, as we're about to get into with a couple of these. Iron Hands Hariyama, not a huge fan of that one either. I would put that alongside Amoonguss. I know that's another one too that they actually changed a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not a huge Hariyama fan, so seeing it get a paradox wasn't particularly exciting for me. I won't lie. Hydreigon is an interesting one because they didn't change it at all. It's literally the same design with like neon lights for its coloring scheme, but I still like Hydreigon a lot. Hydreigon is one of my favorite pseudos of all time. I'm putting it in A tier. I don't think Paradox Hydreigon actually deserves to be A tier in terms of like, oh, what it did for the design, but I really like it. Mechagodzilla is S tier. Once again, not a huge Tyranitar fan, which maybe I think that's what it comes down to for why I like Violet over Scarlet. I don't really care about Salamence or Tyranitar, but they have really good paradoxes, but in general, I'm not like super in love with those Pokemon. But Paradox Tyranitar, Iron Thorns, I think its name is really good. Iron Valiant's SSS. I think that's a pretty easy pick right there. I love Gardevoir, I love Gallade. It looks cooler than both of them. It has like the two blades on its arms, but then it like connects them together. It's super sick. Looks like a dual-wield lightsaber. I don't know if that scythe or whatever it is called, but that thing looks sick. Then we get into the 4 legendaries, and then you'll notice the Pokédex is really weird because they did, and this is like actual how the Pokédex numbers are set in the game. We don't know for sure if like when we get a national dex in Pokemon Home if this is how it's going to be organized, but we actually get to well, we saw Delibird, and then the 4 legendaries, then the legendaries, then more evolutions, which is really weird. Iron Bundle, though, I forgot to do this one. I like it. I like its animations in battle. It has like its head like comes spinning off. It's a solid B, I would say. It's pretty good. Tanglu, this one. This is now we're in the 4 Chinese legendaries. It's fine. I think it's B tier. It's good. It's pretty good. I think that's kind of how I feel about a lot of these. I want to put Chien-Pao in A. I like Chien-Pao a lot. That's the one with like it's the leopard with the like stabs through its freaking mouth. Pretty cool design. Wo-Tien, I think, is the snail here. The snail's pretty good. Looks like the Adventure Time Treehouse. I'll put that one in B also, higher B. And then final legendary, or final of the 4 legendaries, is Chi-Yu, I believe its name is. This one is going in A also. The fire koi fish. I like that one a lot. Now we have Koraidon and Miraidon. Controversial. I'm going to put Miraidon in S tier. I really like Miraidon. Ooh, actually, honestly, I think Miraidon's the best box art legendary we've had since Reshiram. I'm putting it in SSS. I think a lot of people aren't going to agree with that. And I'm putting Koraidon in S. Koraidon's really good. It is, but it's not as good as Miraidon. I can't try to pretend that I like Koraidon more or as much as Miraidon. Miraidon just looks super slick. I like the future aesthetic, and that's kind of what a lot of these rankings come down to. If you like the future aesthetic, you're going to like Violet more. So I like Miraidon more than Koraidon, but Koraidon's also still one of the best box art legendaries we've had in a long time. Moving on, though, we have, we're not going to do in the bike forms here. We have the Tinkaton line. Tinkaton. I don't know where I would rank all of these, but I know for damn sure Tinkaton's S tier, SSS tier. I think this Pokemon's awesome. I think this whole line is probably one of the, if not the best new full line of Pokemon in this game. I'll put Tinkatink, is that its name? I'll put that one in A tier, the baby. But I really like the Tinkaton line. I think it's one of the coolest new designs in this generation, and I'm pretty confident in putting this up here. I think that's one of the coolest new designs. I love that big hammer. Then we have Charcadet, Armarouge, and a Ceruledge. Ceruledge is already iconic. At the very least, it's S tier. I could probably make the argument for SSS. Maybe at the end of this, I'll put it up there. But Ceruledge is really good. Can't argue with that. I don't know why I skipped Charcadet. Charcadet's fine. It's B tier. And Armarouge is not as good as Ceruledge, but I still like it. It's going in A tier. Now we're into the random Pokemon that for some reason are down here. I don't really know what they're doing down here, but all right. Toedscool and Toedscruel, I think. Okay. I like Toedscool a lot. I would put that. Where did it go? Like it went here. I'll put that in A tier. I like seeing it walk around. It's funny. Just, you know, I like the convergent evolution kind of thing they had going on with this game, with Wiglet in this. Seeing it walk around is very funny. Toedscruel, I think, loses a lot of that though. In fact, here actually we'll put that in C and this in B. I think that might be a little bit better. I like it though. Wooper and Clodsire. Wooper is pretty easy high A, maybe even S, and then Clodsire's S. I like Clodsire a lot. Wooper probably would be higher if they did a little bit more with it. It's just Wooper, but like brown, and it has like the dead fish bones, but it's good. I like it. I mess with it. Then we have two back-to-back. Kangambit's my favorite design from this entire generation. Easy SSS. Top of the tier. And Annihilate. I don't even care about Primate, but Annihilate, I cannot not put that there. That is such a cool design and name for a Pokemon that I did not think it would get an evolution. Same thing with Kangambit. Bisharp's one of my favorite Gen 5 Pokemon. I never thought it needed an evolution. I didn't really care if it got an evolution, but they made an evolution for it, and I cared, and it was awesome. They did not ruin Bisharp. Bisharp's still going to be awesome with Eviolite now. And I don't know. I really like Kingambit and Annihilate. Those are both sick. I mean, Annihilate, bro? What a crazy name for a Pokemon. I like that a lot. Final three here are the Paldean Tauroses. I'm pretty confident what I'm about to do here. I think Bam, Bam, and Bam. I think they're all three pretty boring. I don't know. They didn't really do anything with them. They just made them black. I still don't even know how you get the Water and Fire Tauros. I don't know if they're version exclusive or what, but not a fan. They could have done so much more. I get having like a Bull Paldean because we're in Spain, but give it an evolution maybe? Give it a pre-evolution? Give Bouffalant an evolution? Don't just give him these stupid, boring colors. That's not even really color swaps. There's one color swap and then two white. It's such, I don't know. It's just kind of boring. But I think that's going to do it. I think that's the full tier list here from S to D. Overall, I do think this generation is probably one of the best we've had in terms of new designs. There's a lot of S tier Pokemon. Couple really solid, like what, seven SSS tier in my opinion. A lot of A's, a lot of B's, and then C's and D's, kind of like whatever. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Let me know what your favorite Pokemon is from this generation. What is your least favorite? Which one's kind of in the middle with? For me, that's like Veluza's cool and Reveroom's cool, but when compared to everything else, I think they have to kind of go in B. Overall, though, I think this generation has a lot of very, very cool designs, very interesting designs, and I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. I am sorry if I pissed anybody off, but of course, if you did enjoy this ranking, please consider subscribing, liking, all that fun stuff for more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet videos. You can become a member on the channel if you want to. We have cute little Pokemon starter emotes, and you get the loyalty badges. You can join my Discord, where you'll have a special role on there if you become a member, and follow me on Twitter, @BoTalksMedia. Until next time, folks, peace!